What's the meaning of inflation, guys? We said it before. Inflation, it means that the price of the products is like way, uh, it is way more than the, let me just go here. Sorry for that. Sorry, just let me. Inflation. Look, guys, they're telling you here a general increase in price and a fall in the purchasing value of the money. So this means that the price of the product is very high, but at the same time, the price of the money itself, it's so going down. So the people are not like, they do not have the money to buy the products that it's already expensive, so it's gonna be just stay in the markets. And in other words, they produce things with a great amount of money and they sell it with a great amount of money, but the people cannot buy it with this amount of money, so it's just stay in the markets. So it is an inflation of products. Now we have products in the markets that no one is buying because it's so expensive, and it forced what? It forced a change in the tax collection. So two things. Number one, inflation of products. Number two, forced a change in the tax collection. طب mention how did it, like how the new tax collection procedure was. It was like this. Before, they had to pay the taxes using goods. Now, after the importing of silver, the Chinese have to pay the taxes only using their money or the silver, nothing else, no goods. Now, guys, we talked about the government and the economy. Now let's talk about the forbidden city. City, guys. In the other absolute monarchs, we said, for example, Louis XIV, he built the Versailles, the Palace of Versailles. It's a huge palace to showcase his power and that he can gain whatever he wants. So he built a palace. Peter the Great, he built the what? The Saint Petersburg, a, like a small country, that he shows his power and that he controls. Sorry, a small land that he shows his control over it. But later on, he lost it. He could not like maintain to control it. But the Ming emperors built the what? The forbidden city, guys. It's a normal place. This is the crown. Outside of the crown, you have buildings. We have the seals are very beautiful. Wait, let me go back. Let me show you here another pictures about it. Okay, so it's like we have doors, we have walls, like a very great way. We have lakes. Sorry, we have temples. We have an entire city that it's surrounded by. This is the king's palace here, inside of the city itself. And this is nowadays. It's like having snow. So it's an entire place surrounded by walls, guys. It's just surrounded by. We have steps. We have temples, a great magnificent walls, lakes, rivers, tunnels that it becomes more narrow and narrow while you're going and coming like near to the emperor's palace. We have trees, like you can make food there also. This is the king's place. Like you need to go a lot of steps to enter it. Walls that's surrounding the city. So we have a whole city. We have bridges, You have a whole city surrounded by uh, walls that it's owned by only one emperor. So no one, no other monarch. It's like this, guys. Now, if you went to China, inshallah, you can visit it, but it's not allowed for you to enter here. It's just a place that you can look and see what's inside, but you're not allowed. This is how these are houses, guys. On top of the houses, you can find like small symbols of power. Look here, here. All of them are like what? All of them are like this, like the drawing is perfect, the seals are perfect. You can see windows, you can see lakes, everything is magnificent in the forbidden city, but no one from the local people is allowed to enter it. It's just for the emperor and his family and his government and his some of his military who can live there, and no one from the locals is allowed. Look, that is the king's place. When you enter it, guys, look, it's surrounded by walls. It's a whole city that it's governed by only one uh, one um, one man. Okay, continuing the last thing for today. Talking about this Forbidden City, guys, the Forbidden City was built between 1406 until 1420. They finished building it 1420. Of course, guys, I did not mention in the Forbidden City, you can find the graves of the emperor, and it's not a normal one. It's a huge piece of land. It's like a mountain. No one, and it's surrounded with a wall. No one is allowed to enter it. It's like it's a very holy grave for them. The purpose of building this forbidden city, guys, to showcase the power of the emperor and the humble of it, at the same time to belittle uh, his people, to show them that you are like um, smaller than me, to showcase his power and his greatness. Also, in order for him to handle the business of China as the enormous kingdom and the enormous kingdom, so he had his loyal supporters and his military and his family and his friends and the nobles inside of the city. And when he wants to handle business, he just asks the people who works under him, like the loyals and the advisors. Now, sorry. Now, when a person wants to enter this forbidden city to meet the emperor, he needs to cross many walls and many doors. While he's crossing them, the walls will start slowly getting more narrow and narrow with the time, with getting near to the emperor. And then he will step into a vast chamber, like a vast place just for a holy place just for the emperor. And he would look up to be able to see the emperor, because the emperor is sitting where on a high throne chair. Why all of this? And or the purpose for this? Again, to showcase the power of the emperor and the humble and belittle his people, and to handle the business of China and the enormous kingdom. That's it for today, guys. In case you have any question, you are so welcome to ask me.